Welcome to the States of Her with Keisha, the headquarters for real conversations and real growth. If you're evolving in real time, you're in the right place. Before we talk about anything, we always check in. So take a breath with me real quick. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's get into it. Do you remember in the intro episode last week, I asked for you to ask yourselves, what state are you in today? Let's talk about it. Are you in your healed era? Or are you one minor inconvenience away from spiraling? Because listen, I will tell you that both definitely can be true. Again, let me tell you, this week I was in my I'm calm, I'm grown, I'm evolved bag, until about Thursday at 3:15 p.m. That's when life said, oh, you thought you healed. And that's the thing. Healing doesn't mean you don't get irritated. It just means you notice it faster. Like when I noticed I was about to go off, I was like, Keisha, just calm down. Don't get too hype. It's not worth it. But pretending certain things doesn't bother me is crazy. Here's the thing about me. Just hear me out, okay? When I am at the checkout at the grocery store or supermarkets, whichever one you refer to, you need to give me at least 3 to 4 feet of space so I can conduct my transaction. Why are you so close to me when I'm cashing out? So, I told a lady who was breathing on my neck, can you please give me some distance? Why are you so close to me? That's rude. Do you want to punch the buttons as well? Or how about you pay for it, She recognized what was happening and apologized. So as we were almost touching elbows, however, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. It's rude. You're in the personal, space of somebody, let alone the person is doing a money transaction. No need for you to be that close if you're not contributing or with the person who was doing the transaction. Have some respect, you know? So, but with me, even just standing online waiting to be called for whatever reason it is, do not stand so close to me that when I turn around, you're like 6 inches from my face. Like, no, give me 2 to like 4 feet, And I've been like this way before COVID, It's just a respect for the next human being. That's all. Even standing in line, I'll tell them to back up off me, like for real. Some shit I just don't like, and I don't understand why human beings just don't do it and just, understand the respectfulness of it all, But am I wrong? Tell me. How close are you to people when you're online, though? Don't lie. Why I say don't lie? This is a no judgment zone, space. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably one of them, but don't notice or don't even think there's anything wrong with it, as we are so conditioned that most of the things that we do feel so natural and respectful. But it's not. It's not. I don't think I'm rude, or am I? It's just called respect. From the smallest to the largest things. Just respect me. All across the board. That is it. That's all I'm asking. Let me tell you something, ladies. I'm working on it, okay? And when I say it, I mean working on going from 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds. Listen. People would say to me, but you're so calm and collective, Keisha. Probably a little rough around the edges. I am. But calm. Yes, this is true. But hence the reason why I'm so damn calm. I do try to keep my mind in a positive state. Plus, I'm just too old and mature for all the nonsense, you know what I'm saying? But I will tell you, at the tender age of 49, I definitely can be better. But at the same time, what is better, I go back into my mind and some way, somehow, right then and there, I'm like, Yeah, I need more guidance and more healing. Let me read some more self help books and figure this one out with God. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'm taking accountability, right? I'm serious, ladies. I need some guidance. Just talking right now, I'm like, yeah, I do need some guidance. This is why the state of her is here. I need help too. We all need some kind of sisterhood, right? But you know what? I can truly say this stems from childhood. Let me tell you why. It all started from how people spoke to me as a child. Now, just hear me out again, okay? Hear me out. As I grew up with my mother in the Bronx, she was a woman that never rose her voice at me. It doesn't matter what state she was in. Her voice was always soft and collective. So I took that outside with me, you know? So I took yelling as being ready for anything to come my way. Like, I'm standing 10 toes down. What's good? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. You know, you shouting at me. I'm ready. Let's go. You know, knock if you buck, you know, let's go. So that turned into a don't yell at me to why are you so dumb doing dumb shit? Where is the common sense in you? You know, like standing in line right next to me when I'm cashing out. Respect, you know? But you know what? The thing is taking care of what you are owning up to. So even though I come for others, I also come for myself when needed. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but if I am, I am. Am I wrong? Or do people not understand your personal space anymore? So I'm going to ask this question to myself. What state am I in? I am in a state of doing better with my anger. I would say that. Not quick to bark or bite. I'm trying. I'm trying. How about you? It's the State of Her headquarters, real conversations, real growth. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Tap the button to follow the podcast at the State of Her HQ. I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad. Do you say that at times? Do you know, like you be replaying the situation in your head and all that stuff like that? How do you deal with your anger when someone upsets you? Let's be clear. Anger isn't the problem here. It's what you do with it is. You know, you mad as hell. That shit is bothering you. But do you choose to put it back there and don't tackle the situation head on? Or do you tackle the situation right then and there? What do you do? Smile, laugh, and act like everything is okay? Now you're adding another thing to weigh on your shoulders, right? But why? Me? Say how you feel right away. Don't go through all the motions and shit, acting like nothing is wrong with you, but deep down inside you aggy. Excuse me, I speak broken English at times. Aggy means aggravated. You'll get to know me. But just spit it out. Yes, it's good to make sure you're calm and in a good space so the conversation can be less stressful. Listen, trying to say what you need to say is stressful in itself, so spit that shit out. You know what I'm saying? All I'm thinking about is you kicking and angry at the same time, but you feel some kind of way for the most part. But me, once again, what would I do? Yep, 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds. I know I can't do that for everything though, so I learned to keep it moving at times. It's been said to walk away so you can calm down, take a deep breath, breathe, and maybe even journaling about it. But if you have to journal about it, then leave it right there in your journal. Like, what you telling me for? Your journal is your private space, right? Keep it there. For the most part, just walk away. It's like, why put that energy out there? It's going to make you mad, stressed out, snapping at people for no reason, putting you in a space that's not even needed. Why be mad, right? At least you're on the other side of the dirt. I always say that, you know what I mean? So yeah, walk away or count to 10 and speak your piece. Everything doesn't need attention for the most part at that particular time, but sometimes you must remove yourself from the situation. All you are doing is making yourself angry for someone else's behavior, and sometimes it has nothing to do with you at all. Just realize you cannot control other people. That's it. You know, here's the thing. Remember that you have three choices, right? Here it is. Change your thinking, that's one. Change your behavior, that's two. Or do nothing if you wish, that's three. So pick one, but also examine your role in the situation or the behavior. Was and is it your fault for the angry situation or behavior? Just look into that. Also recognize that it may have absolutely nothing to do with you. Remember what I said. All you are doing is making yourself angry for someone else's behavior, and sometimes it has nothing to do with you at all. Remember that. Don't enable the behavior. Let it go for the moment, or if necessary, let them go. Simple. Sometimes you might need a little help or support. If you need that, get that from your family members, from your friends, or even a therapist, if you have one. Listen, life is way too short, all right? So you can walk outside and die. So don't let these things put a damper on you, or even people put a damper on you. I know it's easier said than done. I have problems walking away as well. Not that I have to get the last word, but I have to get the last word. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. None of us are. But again, being mad at someone sometimes is not your fault. It's not your anger. It's theirs. If anything, ask them if they need the help. They might just need it. One thing you must not do is give silent anger. Silent anger is you not expressing yourself as you should. Like just letting it go. If you're the type that needs time, then take the time, but not too long. Not days, not weeks, not months. Even though we wait for the time is not waiting for us. So use it wisely. Put your relaxation skills to work. Whatever it is you must do. It can be for you to take a walk away from the person or the situation, take a drive, listen to music, whatever it is, just do it. For me, I get over my anger by reading affirmations or speaking affirmations to myself. And I type it off with listening to The Locks, 50 Cent, and DMX. Don't judge me. This is a no judgment zone, okay? I do what works. If you've ever said, let me calm down first, you're already doing the work. That's it. What we're not going to do is punish ourselves for being human. So, even though you want to walk away, and when I say walk away, it didn't mean don't talk about it. It means give yourself time to think your thoughts through. Anger turns inward, becomes anxiety, guilt, and stress. And you don't want that. We don't need that. If you felt this before, whisper, damn. Keep your peace, beautiful. It's priceless. This is The State of Her with Keisha. Real conversations, real growth. Okay, so understand that anger is not a character flaw, all right? We all have it. It's how you handle your anger is key. Remember that. As Black women, we are taught to suppress anger, right? Be strong, be quiet, be graceful. But why should we? Why we can't express ourselves with the negative notions we are experiencing? Why be put into a box? We are humans first, right? Anger is information, not failure. So you can learn a lot from being angry, and you can learn a lot from becoming angry. You probably like, how, right? Because you can pinpoint and analyze why you became angry. What was the trigger? That's made me feel angry. You catch yourself before you explode. Or at least halfway through. Take note that healing doesn't mean you don't get irritated. It means you notice it faster. Raise your hand mentally or physically if you've ever said, okay, I'm doing too much right now. Yeah, that's recognizing your anger. So before we wrap up, it's time for a word for her. Say to yourself, I respond, I don't react. If this episode resonated with you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with another woman who might need it. Follow us at the State of Her HQ. New episodes drop every Wednesday. This is the State of Her headquarters with Keisha.